This is where taking turns comes into play. Taking turns is all about knowing which moves are slightly advantaged and slightly disadvantaged. So, when I was playing against this Karen online, when I was playing against a lot of Karens online, but what happened is, Karen would walk up and do low strong, stand strong, like that. And what I would always do is, after I blocked the low strong, I would try to jab her. And I would get bodied so badly. Like, I would block the low strong, and then I'd get bodied, and then Karen would combo into low forward, and go into this big old combo, and I would lose all this life. And it's because every time I blocked low strong, I tried to do something. But guess what? Low strong is slightly advantaged. Let's go to the frame tables now, shall we? Crouching medium punch. This is the button I'm getting bodied by over here. Advantage on guard 2. Magic number. It is under the magic number. This basically means that she had 2 frames of advantage. She has been able to move 2 frames before I was able to move. So technically, by the time I recovered, I have to add 2 to all of my moves. So I have a 3-frame jab, which should be good to beat her standing strong, because if you go back to Karen standing strong, her standing medium punch is 5, right? My move's faster than that, right? I have a move that's faster than that, so I try to hit jab. My stand jab is 3 frames. My stand jab is 3 frames, so I should be able to beat her 5-frame medium punch, right? The problem is, because she was +2, it turned my 3-frame jab into a 5-frame jab. So now we're both hitting on the exact same frame. We're crossing the finish line on the exact same frame. So why am I losing? Why am I losing in this situation? Street Fighter V has implemented a priority system that if 2 moves trade, medium moves always win over lights, heavy moves always win over mediums and lights. So in this kind of situation, if Bowser and Toad cross the finish line at the same time, Bowser doesn't give a crap and he'll just body Toad anyway and he'll win. So as long as you're stronger, you will win when you tie, right? You will win when you tie. When your moves hit on the same frame, the stronger move will win, and you will score a counter hit as well. You're right, standing jab is 4 frames, crouching jab is 3 frames. Cammy's crouching jab is 3 frames. So in case of the standing jab, I'm actually just losing straight up. But in case of the crouching jab, I'm getting bodied by this the priority system in the game. So when I started getting bodied by this Karen, the first thing that I did was I went to Karen's frame data chart and was like, what is crouching medium on block? It's 2. Oh, it's +2. That means it's her turn. It's her turn. Basically, if you are ever in a situation where you are +1 or +2, it's your turn. If you are ever in a situation where the opponent is -1 or -2, it's my turn now. And the reason why I say these numbers in particular is because my turn basically means I can't punish you, but now I have an advantage on all my moves. When they do a move to me and I block and they're +2, it's their turn. They can't put me in a forever block string, but they have advantage. So it's their turn. This is where the concept of taking turns is, and this is where frame data becomes really, really important. So a lot of people are sitting here going, my God, how do I understand all this frame data? How do I understand all this frame data? You don't have to know all these numbers. All I had to know now is that when I see Karen's low strong, I have to respect Karen. It's her turn. I looked at the numbers once. I just looked at the number one time. +2, her turn. I know now when I block low strong, I have to respect her. That's all I needed to see. If I see Karen do standing heavy punch and she's -2, now I know it's my turn. She has to respect me because now she's minus. So for example, as I mentioned, I use Cami. So let's do Cami for example. A really good pressure tool for Cami is her towards roundhouse, is her knee bullet, which is basically this move. This move is a really good pressure tool right here. Because from this far away, I can keep pressure. It moves me forward, so I stay in. So I do this, and if I hit him, I can combo into low strong into drill, right? So it's a very good move. It's a very good move to try to fish for hits. Like if they try to do something and I hit them, then I can get a combo off of this, and I get to keep my pressure going. Very good move. Very good move, right? But now let's take a look at Cami's frame data here for a second here. We take a look at this. Cami's towards roundhouse, which is the knee bullet, which you see listed right here, is -2 on block. That means when the opponent blocks this move, I have given up my turn. I'm fishing for the hit, but they blocked it. Now it's their turn because I am -2. I'm not -3, so I can't be punished, but now I have to respect everything they did. So as a Cami player, when I do the knee bullet like that and it gets blocked, I have to concede the turn over to them. I know they're at in the advantage situation. Now, let's flip this. If I was the Karen player and I saw Cami do the knee to me, as soon as I see her as soon as I block that knee, I know now it's my turn. And the only reason why I know when it's my turn or their turn is whether it's +2 or 1 or -1 or -2. That's it. So it really doesn't matter what the numbers are as long as you know those little sections and as long as you know what moves to look for, you know when the turns switch over. So in that situation, if I am Mika, if I'm Karen and I block that knee bullet, I know it's my turn now, I can attack. I can go in on Cami because there's not much she can do to stop that. Now, for all you Cami players out there, if you watch Punko play, when he does the knee bullet and it gets blocked, what does he do? He uppercuts a lot. He uppercuts a lot. Uppercuts have invincibility. So it doesn't matter how much startup frames it has. It's invincible. It can't be hit. So he's basically banking on the fact that you know it's your turn to get an uppercut out. So basically, he's going to uppercut. You're going to block that knee and be like, oh, my turn now. I'm going to attack. And then he uppercuts you in your face. This is the concept known as stealing turns. Okay? Street Fighter is all about whose turn it is. Tekken is all about whose turn it is. But they're also all about trying to disrespect your opponent and steal turns. You are trying to just rob people of their turns. And if you watch Punko Cami, watch how many times at the beginning of a round he does knee bullet into uppercut. Because all he's trying to do is disrespect his opponent. Now, if his uppercut gets blocked, he gets bodied, right? So in other words, let's say, okay, well, if Punko's going to go knee bullet uppercut all the time, I'm just going to block. So the next time he does knee bullet and you're scared of the uppercut, you block, and he doesn't uppercut, now he starts attacking you again. He stole your turn. He literally jacked your turn. It was completely your turn. You were scared of the uppercut. Now all of a sudden he turned a -2 move into a stand jab, so he's like +2 or +3 again, and he can apply all this pressure. And you're like, oh, wonderful. He totally stole my turn. And now he keeps the pressure going. This is the essence of close range footsies. This is what close range footsies are all about. It's about understanding when it's your turn and when it's not your turn, and then trying to disrespect the opponent and steal the turn. For the most part, a lot of characters who do not have reversals, which is like a bunch of the cast in this game, they can't disrespect in that kind of situation. If I block a move from, like, let's say, Feng, that's -2, I'm pretty sure I can counter against him because he really doesn't have much that can take care of, that can disrespect my counterattack. So once Feng gets kind of up close, I don't have to respect him as much as a lot of other characters. But for characters that have uppercuts, or characters like Mika, where you can use her EX Flying Peach to use the armor to go through the counter poke, I just completely disrespected their turn and hit them with my EX armored move. So I'm stealing my turn back. And this is where the mind games in Street Fighter comes from.